Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing another reaction to Frank Tufano. And if you didn't see the last one on Frank Tufano, he is an anti-vegan and he does not want people to go vegan and he thinks you need meat to survive. And there have been videos circulating on the internet of him eating rotten 3-month-old meat in from a jar. I don't know if he's still doing that, which is kind of creepy. I think it's kind of weird and gross and stuff like that. And so he decides, he has a video called Full Day of Eating Liver Detox. And I am going to start off with a food, even though at the beginning of the video he does talk about the 3 supplements that he takes in the beginning of the day, but I'm just going to focus on the food. Now, I will get back to the supplement thing later, but right now I'm just going to focus on the food. So let's see what Frank Tufano eats for liver detox.
Everything else. So we're doing the collagen pancakes for breakfast. I showed you guys this recipe, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months ago now. It's just a nice balance of easily digestible protein, a lot of starch, a lot of fiber to kind of soak up all that toxic bile in the morning. Great for liver detox. A little bit of sugar, vanilla, salt to make it tasty. And we're going to put some organic maple syrup on there, guys. All the ingredients for this are available on the Foods website, frankiesrangefoods.com. We're going to have a bit of Honeycrisp apple on the side just for some freshness, you know, higher volume, higher water content, more fiber. Keep the gut in check, keep everything moving. Supplement-wise for breakfast is a little different than the rest of the meals. So I like doing the multi-mineral, one, the B-complex, one of those, and one of the vitamin C. So I only take these 3 with my first meal with breakfast in the morning. The B-complex to get all my B vitamins for the day, the multi-mineral to get a little bit of everything, and the vitamin C for the anti-scorbutic properties, which is especially important on a high carbohydrate diet. And then I'll have 1 calcium capsule because the calcium is not in the multi-mineral. We did that because a lot of people have too much calcium in their body. And we also have 3 probiotic capsules here to have as our gut health thing with breakfast. So that's going to be it. Pancakes, apple, supplements, water, hydrate, and then we'll have some mastic gum.
Oh god, there's so many questions. First of all, what is a collagen pancake? How do you just get collagen? I don't get it. This is so crazy. And then why is he taking so many supplements? And these, I didn't even show the supplements in the beginning. And he's taken so many supplements already. Not counting the ones that I didn't show in the beginning because I want to focus on the food. He probably took 7 supplements just before breakfast. And what's irritating about this is that him and other people in the high carnivore movement will say, you know, vegans have to take all these supplements and it's not a natural diet because vegans have to take supplements. I've never in my life taken 7 supplements in a day, and there's more coming throughout the food that he's gonna be eating, and you know he got that fiber in there from the apple, and it was just, you know, a collagen pancake with probably Carcass and then chicken periods, and then he did get some fiber from the apple because you need that when he eats all the meat that he eats. So let's see what he has for lunch. Oh my god, I'm terrified.
With some charcoal to wrap up the meal. Quick look at lunch, pretty similar to what we had last time except a different protein source. So we got the Iberico pork tenderloin, little salt and pepper on each side, steak sauce in the pan, and then I poured all the juices and that steak sauce into the white bean puree to give it more flavor to dip my bread in. It's also kind of, you know, preserving the B vitamins and extra nutrition that came out of that Iberico pork tenderloin. So we have a nice, lean, nutritious, high quality source of protein for the amino acids, B vitamins, some minerals, iron, all that stuff. The main caloric content of the meal, we have our sourdough kind of fry bread, just flour, water, sourdough starter, a little bit of coconut oil, some salt, fermented overnight, fried in coconut oil in the pan. That's really just starch, the bulk of pure carbohydrate, not too much fiber, which is why we're having the white bean puree, which is our soluble fiber, detox the liver, also some minerals in there. So real bulk of carbohydrate, starch, fiber mix to soak all that toxic bile coming out of the liver. What also does that is the glucose and fructose and fiber in the Honeycrisp apple. We're also adding some volume to it to increase gut motility. Supplement wise, we have 1 zinc, 1 molybdenum that counters copper toxicity, 3 magnesium capsules that helps with that as well, and we have 1 calcium and 3 probiotic. Might have missed the calcium here, but everything else is definitely here. 1 zinc, 1 of the zinc complex, 1 of the molybdenum, 3 of the magnesium, 1 calcium, and then we have 3 of the natural probiotic, which is actually in the fridge. Sometimes I do 4 or 5 with a larger meal like this, still messing around with the amount. And then we're just gonna finish it off with maybe half a teaspoon of mastic gum, some 1 activated charcoal capsule. Most meals I'll have, depending on how I feel, I'll have maybe half of a kratom pill in it, but I just had one before I took a long drive today, so I had some on the drive. So since I just had one like an hour ago, I'm gonna skip that for this meal.
Oh my gosh, he's taking like 7 supplements just in this meal. And that's not counting the probiotics. He's taking more than 10 supplements in a day, in this day. Oh my gosh. And then he is also eating red meat again with the steak, the cow carcass. And then he added coconut oil to his sourdough bread, um, which at least it wasn't solidified bovine secretion. It was a plant oil, but so it's technically plant-based, but coconut oil does raise your risk for heart disease. And then I don't know what that steak sauce was. If it's steak sauce, I mean sometimes it has fish in it, but I'm not really sure. It might. I'm not sure about that. And then I think he had another fiber. You have to have all that fiber with the beans. And did he say he had an apple? But he did have beans, but then he ruined it with he put the carcass in the beans. But you have to get that fiber in there because otherwise he would feel really uncomfortable with all the red meat he eats. And again, he's taking so many supplements because I don't know. It's not good. I mean, you can develop problems if you're not if you don't know if you're deficient or not. You can cause problems with that, and it is just ridiculous that he talks stuff about vegans taking all these supplements when he's doing the math. He's taking more than 10 a day. This is ridiculous. And then he talks about liver detoxing. That's BS. I mean, your liver is already detoxing. It's one of the organs that helps you detox. So this is just ridiculous.
Maybe we'll have one for dinner. All right, guys. Same dinner we've been having for a while now. Few modifications. So the big bowl of organic udon noodles. If you guys want to try these, frankie'sstrange.foods.com. Only pasta I can tolerate. We got the same white bean puree from lunch, which is just white cannellini beans and artichokes. Then I added a bit of the Frankie's steak sauce, which adds a lot of flavor to it. We put in some collagen broth for some more protein, some amino acids. And I also diced up a little bit of prosciutto, extra prosciutto I had lying around, almost give it like a carbonara flavor. So really delicious. Big bowl of starch with a little bit of fiber, kind of help detox the liver. Not too much protein, but a decent balance of what we need for liver detox. Supplement wise, we're just doing zinc, molybdenum, and 3 of the probiotic. We're gonna have the apple for dessert, and then the same thing, mastic gum and charcoal at the end of the meal to help soak those toxins coming out of the liver, the toxic.
Then he plugs his business, which I am not going to promote because I don't approve of it for many reasons. And to wrap up, he had red meat for all meals, for every meal, which is a carcinogen, and a baby animal had to die. And then he took so many supplements. I know I said in the one video that he took 7 supplements before breakfast. What I meant was he took probably 7 supplements with, like, before breakfast he took 3, and then during breakfast he took like 4, not counting the probiotics. And so he probably took 12. I estimated 10, but it's probably more than 10. And he's just living off of pretty much red meat and supplements with the occasional plant foods. And it's just weird. And he's the same person that talks stuff about vegans being malnourished and we can't gain any muscle and we're just sitting around not doing anything. When he takes so many supplements, I've never taken 12 supplements or 10 plus supplements in a day. Never, ever, ever, ever. Even back when I was eating meat, I never took 12 supplements, 12 plus supplements in a day or whatever. I lost count. And this is just ridiculous. I think that Vegan Games even said in one of his videos, I've been on a Vegan Games kick recently. He even said that he thinks that Frank is jealous of vegans because they're vegans that are, lifting heavy weights. I'm not one of those people. I am staying in shape, but I'm not a bodybuilder or anything like that by any means. But he's just a weird individual. And his fan base is kind of, they agree with everything he says. It's really strange. So that's all I want to say about this video. And I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what a collagen pancake and a charcoal supplement is. I'm so confused. Bye, guys.